What's up, Soul Warriors? Better late than never. Welcome to Winning Wednesday Live with LC and you. I'm so grateful as always to be here sharing space with all of you. Absolutely amazing human beings. This morning in this video, I want to talk a little bit about the importance of patience and not rushing the growth process. Look, patience is an ugly word. I know it. It's always been one of my most hated phrases, words, actions, whatever. But you know what? When we give in to patience, when we release the need to have it all right now, to get through it quickly, to stop wanting to rush the process, then we release ourselves from so much energy that just keeps us stuck. So that's what we're going to talk about today on this Winning Wednesday. Go ahead. If you like the video, if you like our content, then share it out, invite your friends. But if you're ready, dadgummit, I'm ready. Let's go. Winning Wednesday. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Livy, it's so good to see you. Kristen, Alicia Lee, Zoe, Craig, Stacy H, Stacy K. Good to see you. If anybody else is here and I didn't call you out, good morning. Sorry I'm late this morning, guys, but you know what? I try to live what I talk to all of you about. And I was meeting with my amazing counselor, Sam, this morning. And you know what? Every single time. Good morning, Joe Potosi, my brother, my friend. Every time I meet with my counselor, a lot of that relationship is give and take, I mean, if I just go in and sit there and let her ask me questions and just answer the questions bare minimum and not give anything, it's almost a waste of time. But I'm trying to grow in this life. You feel me? Like I didn't get clean to be miserable. I didn't get clean to continue to live through my own traumas and to keep repeating, relationships the same way that I used to. I didn't give up my coping mechanism, which is using to live the same life I was living before, caught up in pain, caught up in confusion, caught up in, blame and shame and not understanding why. And so I live what I talk to you guys about. And I'm going to use my counselor. I don't even care if they're that good. I'll make them counsel me. I make my, professional medical community give me what I need because I make sure my needs are known. And there's so many things that we are working through in the recovery process, especially when you have vowed to know who you truly are, the best version of you possible. I read something yesterday that was so profound, and I wanted to make sure I shared it with all of you this morning. It changed my life in that very moment, and I want to read it to you guys. It says, God gave you a fingerprint that no one else has so that you can leave an imprint that no one else can. Man, that's so good because there's not every day that we feel special, like we're winning in this recovery race. And so many times it's because we want to rush ourselves through the growth process. We're human beings. When we're going through something, we want answers. We want to hurry up. We want to blame. When we're hurt, we want to blame. We want to know, and we want to know now. We want to be better, and we want to be better now. And the thing about it is, That's not the growth process. We're not growing if everything happens right now, because so much of the beauty of who we become happens in the journey from the awareness of an issue to the transmutation of that trial into transformation. And on each daily basis in this recovery process, when we're moving in that direction, regardless of how far we leap ahead or how far we feel like we're lagging behind, when our intent is in the growth process, then everything has meaning. Even the hardest things that we go through in this life, in this process, have shown up in our lives in order to help bring out that best possible version of ourselves. It's not all unicorns and rainbows when we are trying to actually become the best possible version of us. It can't be, because we don't learn near as much when everything's easy as we do when things get tough. And sometimes a lot of these tough situations come in to teach you and me exactly what you're made of. You know, I want to remind all of you recovery warriors. I want to remind you that it's not that you stop thinking that you don't know how to set and achieve goals. Stop thinking that you don't have what it takes to get through these hard parts of this process. Stop thinking that you don't have any willpower, and stop thinking that you're not strong enough to defeat this foe. Because I want to remind you, every day in your active addiction, you got up, you had a vision, a mission, you set a goal, and you took actions to achieve that goal, and you achieved it. You knew your why. See, y'all got personal development down pat. You just got to learn how to take it from what you've already produced, take the values and the moral off of that, and realize that the core skills live inside of you already. You just got to make your why for recovery bigger than your want to escape. We've got to not want to rush ourselves through the process because it doesn't feel good, because in some kind of way we think we're not strong enough to feel these feelings. And we are strong enough to feel these feelings. In the feelings is where the treasure lives. In the feelings reminds us that we are human. And I love what Brandy's saying. In early recovery, Brandy, I wanted everything at my speed. Now she's over 3 years clean, and she's glad that it was in God's time, because she needed that time to heal. And that is the truth. We need the time to heal. And as bad as we want everything now, if we get everything now, we are going to miss all that it could be, because all good things take time. And the reason that we have to surrender ourselves to our higher power's timing is because we say things like, I trust you that your will to be done in my life. And then we get mad when it doesn't happen in our time. But when we are trusting that bigger things are possible for us, that we can grow outside of our comfort zones, outside of what we know of ourselves right now, that's going to take some stretching. And speaking of stretching, let's talk about just that process. Is such an amazing analogy for the growth process and being patient. When we begin to stretch our bodies, I mean, for me, I could bend over and touch my knees at this point, and it hurts. You feel the stretching of your muscles. But if you did that for 5 minutes a day for about a week straight, you would eventually touch your toes. And it would not feel near as bad as it did that first day you started trying this whole stretching process. And in all honesty, it's a great analogy for us going through the growth process of recovery. That patience, that surrender really frees up your energy to really get into that healing place. Because when you're just tied up wanting everything right now, and you're like, why do I have to wait? And why do I have to go through all this I'm trying to be the best version of me. And yet I'm just getting trouble after trouble after trouble, losing this and losing that. It's the process. And if we want to be all, because man, I don't know about y'all, but I survived 3 fatal overdoses, 4 accidents that absolutely caused me to flatline, 22 years of a life that I woke up wishing I was no longer here every single solitary day. Now, I went through all that. I didn't get clean not to know exactly what I've been put here on this earth for. I want to know it. I want to live in it. I want to do that. And I couldn't even be here doing this of what I love so much had it not been for all that. The same things we think are the worst places of our lives are the greatest platforms of purpose of our lives. And maybe versus the question of why me, feel honored that you have the strength to go through, that you have the patience and understanding to transmute, and you've got the courage and all that it takes to stand up on that platform and say, I survived, I thrive, this is me. Regardless of what the platform is, it doesn't matter. There's nothing that's bigger. There's no one purpose that's bigger than another. Remember, you were given a unique fingerprint so that you can make a unique imprint on the world and the space that you live in. And when we look at nature, we don't walk by nature or a flower garden hearing a bunch of screaming and hollering from the flowers going, oh, come on, just let the process get done. That flower, that seed is there. It's been underground for however long. It's been drowned in water. It has had to trust that all that it needs for its growth is coming to it, and it just grows. It's there and it grows exactly the way it's meant to grow. We don't have to try to fix everything right now. And some of the things that happen in our life, like grief, like loss, there's no way to hurry that process up. And if we use in behind that to escape feeling those feelings, it doesn't mean they go anywhere. We're only adding more to experience. And eventually it's going to come back up in some way, shape, or form in our lives. You know, we don't want to rush our growth process. The fact is, we may miss something that's vital to our purpose. And again, it's so hard to sit in some of these feelings and just feel them. But it's also a blessing to be able to be here and feel them, because it means we're here. It means we still have work to do. It means there's still a purpose for our lives. And especially in the grief process, our feelings of guilt and heartache and sadness is not a testament to how much we loved somebody. We can go through these things in a very healthy way, and we can take that life and really bring something into ours. The loss of my brother-in-law has really fired up in me the want to make sure that I always tell the people that I love in my life that come up in my mind. It says, hey, send this person a message. Hey, reach out to here, to let the people that are in my reality know how much I love and care about them. And I think that's a beautiful way to honor his memory. It does not take away the hurt of the loss of him. It does not take away the fact that I will miss him greatly, but it does mean that in every time I tell someone else how much I love them, I'm celebrating him and celebrating his life and how much his life in my life has changed me. And I know a lot of us are going through a lot of things right now. It has been a truly tough few years. And wherever you are today, and whatever you are doing, I want you to know that I love you and I see you. And I know that you're going through some hard stuff, but I want to remind you, you've been through hard stuff and you made it. And that you've got a mighty purpose for what you're doing here on this earth. And we need you. We need you to be the best you can possibly be. And whatever that means right now, that's, if you're giving your best, that's the best. And that's good enough. And you're amazing. And you have so much talent and so many gifts and just so much to give. And I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for fighting through those times of pain. I want to thank you for sharing your light with 1 or 1 million or 1,000 people. Doesn't matter. I want to thank you for being here. And I want to ask you to celebrate you today. I want to ask you to go stand in the mirror and remind yourself of what a warrior you are, how much you've been through, how much you continue to just push through, and how badass you truly are. And I want you to remember that you do know how to set a goal, and you do know how to take steps to achieve that, and you do know how to achieve all that you set out to do. Maybe that hasn't always been used in positive ways, but you know what? You were doing the best you could do at that time to get through what you were getting through. Now you've got new information, you've got amazing strength, and you've got support. Use all that to create your new future. Use all of that to love your right now, regardless of what you're going through. This too shall pass. And if you choose to, you can be better for it. I love you guys so, so, so much. Hey, Janet. Hey, Ray. Tammy P, I love you so, so much. Jimmy C, I love you. Thank you both for being here. Oh, Tammy P, you have no idea how absolutely amazing and what an inspiration you are in my life. And I stand with you. I stand with each of you in this, because I'm going to tell you what, recovery is changing the world. Recovery is changing society, because here's what we're finding out. Everybody needs what it is that we are spending our life doing. Everybody wants to go deeper. Hey, Lisa, everybody wants to go deeper. Everybody's trying to get to the next level of who they truly are. The veil's being lifted and people want to know what they're doing here. And everybody, you know, whether we reached out for substance, I mean, it doesn't matter what the addiction is. It just matters that people are starting to realize that we do a whole lot of stuff, to escape our pain, and that we don't have to do that. Lisa, 6 months in. So sorry for you, Lisa. But you know what? Congratulations on your 6 months. And I'm telling you, 6 months, you've learned a lot. You've embraced a whole lot. And that the hard thing that you're going through right now, just remember to move through, embrace everything that is involved in this situation that is absolutely taking you to the next level of self, to that next level of connection. And I'm telling you, see, we're all going through some really hard things, man. We really, really are. And the spirit of recovery is what's really, really, really helping us move through this stuff. Ray, I would speak anywhere for you, man. Anywhere. I love being able to share the strength of recovery. And so much of it came from what I learned in active addiction and learned through going through abuse and learned through all of those harder things in my life. Man, today I know the strength I possess. And though it just seems like so much is being thrown at me and all of us this year and a half, man, we are strong human beings. And I'm telling you, the world needs what we've got. And the larger we keep spreading out, the larger we keep speaking out, the louder we keep sharing our love and acceptance and all of that, the more the world catches on. Yes, Jimmy C said it. Jimmy C said it. Remember that struggles reveal our strengths and tests becomes testimonies. It is the absolute truth. So embrace what you're going through right now, even if it's the toughest thing you've ever been through in your life. Embrace it right now. Know and intend for it to help you become a better version of you. And I'm telling you, you're going to discover a new strength and place in you. I love you guys so much. Oh, I just love you guys so much. Awesome. Ray Watson says celebrating 18 years on April the 9th. Man, something about April. So many of us have our recovery dates in April. I'm going to tell you, there's something about April, y'all. Something about April. But anyway, to all of you guys that are going through hard stuff, Tammy P, Lisa Vargas, and everybody else out there, I just want you to know that I love you. I believe in you. I am surrounding you with the biggest, strongest arms of love and hugs, acceptance. I love you guys so, so much. I thank you for all of your support. If you guys want to, hey, Recovery Soul Foods on TikTok. I know y'all can laugh at me all day long. I know I said I never would do it, but I've been advised to do it and people have been asking me to do it. So we're brand new there. So if you're on TikTok, hit up Recovery Soul Food. Y'all come and join me, and I'll start putting some stuff up there very, very soon. And if you're on YouTube, please feel like you could please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with your friends. It helps us get in those algorithms. And Instagram at recovery_soul food. I love you guys so much. And God willing, I'll see you guys this weekend. Y'all have an amazing winning Wednesday. I absolutely love you, and I'll see y'all soon.